In this video, we're going to be showing you how to use in-play live XG data to predict the match winner as the match is developing, sometimes even when that team is losing. And we will be showing you real-life trading demonstrations taken from the Betfair Betting Exchange to show you how it's done and much more. Go grab a nice cold beer and let's get into it. So how amazing would it be if you could predict what was going to happen next in a football match without having to actually watch the match? Now, from a betting or trading perspective, this would be a goldmine, of course, and this sort of thought used to be science fiction, but with the advent of live XG or expected goals data that we can get in play as the match develops, we are getting closer and closer to this science fiction becoming science reality for us. And I'm going to be showing you more about this in just a moment. But one thing I do want to just emphasize is that there's a bit of a misunderstanding. XG, expected goals, it's not just about predicting goals being scored, okay? We can use it for that. However, we can use that data to help us predict the potential match winner, and most importantly, help us to know when to back a particular team before they score. As you know, as football traders, we only need to get in and out to lock in a profit. So there is a huge advantage for us. For example, if we're following a match, we can see the live XG data and it's indicating that maybe we should be backing the home team, maybe we should be backing the away team. We can back that team. If they then score and take the lead, their odds will crash in. We can lock in a profit, and then after that it doesn't matter, because obviously the football match can still change later on, but we've already locked in our profit, and that is where the huge advantage lies for us as football traders compared to those who just want to have a punt on the in-play betting markets. But I'm sure most of you knew that. But anyway, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush and just give you the theory. I'm going to dive right into the evidence and present some real life demonstrations so you can see just how this works for yourself. So let's get into that right now. But before we do, I would really love it if you could click the like button to support the channel. If you like what you see, just click the like button to support the channel. It's absolutely free to support us. You're getting these videos for free, and that is all we ask for in return. Anyway, let's get into these real life trading demonstrations. Go grab another nice cold beer and let's get into it. So half time in this match with Everton and Newcastle, it's 0-0. You can see the stats there as well, and look at this market. It's very even. The market is finding it pretty hard to call this particular match with Everton and Newcastle, but we plugged in the XG numbers and it's a lot clearer. Okay, current projected match result based on the XG numbers is an Everton win and a 2-0 win, or they should have at least scored 2 goals in this one, Everton. So it's all pointing in favour of us backing Everton, and it's a pretty decent price as well, isn't it? 3.1. So let's get involved. I'm going to back Everton here, and we're going to see if the goals we're expecting that Everton, well, we expected Everton to score 2. We're only going to need really 1, okay, for a successful trade. But let's see if these goals that we were expecting do materialise in the second half. Everton 0, Newcastle 0. Let's see what happens next. So we're at the 66-minute mark in this one, and it's still 0-0 in this one. So look, when you're trading these football matches with just XG, it's important to keep on top of things, okay? So I've updated the numbers and we can have a quick look at that. And it's still pretty much the same case, okay? Expecting a home win, so an Everton win. We're expecting more goals, so it's a bit of a surprise that it's 0-0. Must be a very lively match, probably lots of chances in this one. But yeah, we're still in that same position. But anyway, this is important to keep an eye on, because things can change, especially if you're looking at the stats from the first half. And then, hey, the second half begins. It could be a completely different game. So it's very important to keep a good eye on the XG and see how it's developing through the second half. And you can ask yourself that decision. Do you want to stick with the bet, or do you want to exit? Okay, we've got 200 in the market. If we don't like the look of how things are developing, we could exit now and just take a loss rather than risking our full stake on this one. But anyway, just showing you that everything's still going to plan. We're still expecting that Everton win, so no action to take. Everton 0, Newcastle 0. 80 minutes on the clock. We've got the goal we were looking for and the goal we were expecting, literally. Okay, it's been a long time coming, but we've got there in the end, and you can see Everton's price crashed into 1.31 to lay. Okay, so we can just we could just cash this out now as part of the plan and press that cash out button. It's kind of glitching. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, has it done it? What's happened here? Okay, all right, well, anyway, it's all locked in. The profit is all locked in, and as I kind of touched upon, we were expecting this. Okay, it wasn't a shot in the dark. Everton against Newcastle, you saw how it was at half time. Very tight market, very hard to call in the market, but it wasn't hard to call on the XG. And if we look at the XG overall, that home win looks like it's going to transpire, or maybe it won't. Maybe Newcastle will equalise. It doesn't really matter to us now because we've already got out with a profit. Okay, so lots of goals were due in this one. Just the one so far. There could still be time for more. But most importantly, we've caught a very, very nice trade. Everton from 3.1 into 1.31. So it's important to keep in mind how we found the opportunity, okay? If we were watching this match through the first 45 minutes, maybe we would have reached the conclusion that, yeah, we should be back in Everton. But we weren't watching this. It was a quick look at the XG, a very quick look at the XG, and that was all we needed to know that we should be back in Everton. Okay, so 45 minutes of watching this match was saved. Just 45 seconds it took us to look at the XG and reach that conclusion. And as you saw, we kept an eye on it throughout the second half. Okay, so trade well done. We're out of this one with a profit. Everton 1, Newcastle 0. And just to quickly show you what happened after we stopped recording in this one, Everton have just made it 3-0, and there's about another minute left of this one. So anyway, as you saw earlier on, what did we say at half time? We said Everton should be winning this at that point, at least 2-0. And then on the last check, Everton should have had at least 3 goals, and they've ended up with that amount. Okay, so it just shows you how to use the XG. Sometimes you've got to be patient. We were expecting these goals. It wasn't like it was a complete shot in the dark, but they have arrived. Okay, and when it happens like this, it's almost like having some sort of crystal ball. But anyway, we, as you saw earlier on, we made a profit, and to be honest, there were many other things we could have done in this match if we were to go with the goals or maybe get involved on the correct score market also. Okay, these matches are really good when you get a sort of slow burner match where it's goalless for a really long time, but we're expecting goals in the late stages. There could be some very generous prices on offer, as the price on Everton was pretty generous as well. But anyway, that looks like it's going to be the end of it. We're in the 100th minute on this one, so I think that should be it. Final score, Everton 3, Newcastle 0. We got there in the end. So that's just the first one. I've got a few more of these coming up, but if you are liking the look of using XG data alongside your football trading to upgrade your skill set, you want to learn more, then for now you can download this free ebook that is on the screen right now, XG Football Trading Prospectus, which will detail all you need to know about how to go further with using XG for your in-play football trading. So to get this sent to you, you can click the link in the description of this video, or if you're watching on a big screen, you can just go straight to xgfootballtrading.com or scan the QR code with your phone. Okay, that's if you're on a big screen. But inside the ebook, you're going to learn why live XG data is changing the game for football traders and how you can take advantage of this, the main elements of interpreting XG data to find those money making trades. We go into a lot more detail than you will find on the YouTube videos, and how to get started with implementing XG into your football trading, and as said, instantly upgrade your skill set. So anyway, the link to get this is in the description. Put in your very best email address, we will send it to you. If you do it right now, you should have it by the time this video is done. As said, if you're on a big screen, just go to xgfootballtrading.com or scan that QR code. Okay, all right, I've got two more live trading examples that you're really going to like. Let's get into that right now. Half-time in this match from the Emirates. It's Arsenal 0, Brighton 0. And I did like the look of backing Arsenal before the match. And I've been kind of following the XG through the first half. And it's only just before half-time that Arsenal's XG kind of hit that number. So let's just put it into the sheet. And look, we can see it's definitely projected to be an Arsenal win now at this point. And they're overdue to score 1 goal. So this is probably the ideal time to back them. Okay, so instead of backing them at kickoff and kind of going in blindly, we've waited to see how they're performing, and based on this, looks like they're performing as I kind of expected, and we're expecting an Arsenal win, or at least for us from a trading perspective, we're expecting Arsenal to take the lead. That's all we care about, really. Once Arsenal take the lead, anything could happen after that. But anyway, we're backing them here, 1.62. And it looks like some good value. Okay, our pre-match research indicated we should be backing Arsenal, and the in-game research is indicating that also. So this is looking like a pretty hot stock. Let's see what happens. Arsenal 0, Brighton 0 at half-time. Well, we didn't have to wait long for that one. I told you the goal for Arsenal was clearly overdue, and they've scored it very early in the second half. Okay, so anyway, their price has crashed in to 1.19. Pretty straightforward trade, pretty straightforward football trade. Nothing really too fancy about this for those that are a little bit more experienced with it. However, the key takeaway from this is that, look, before the match, like the look of backing Arsenal, thought that they were a good price against Brighton at home. However, we waited for the in-play data to confirm that. Okay, so instead of rushing in, backing them from kickoff or getting involved in the early stages and then hoping, we waited until we were expecting that goal for Arsenal. And that's the best time to enter a trade, when you're expecting something to happen. Okay, so we're out very quickly on this one. Arsenal 1, Brighton 0, and it's all locked in. So half-time here, it's Rennes 1, Villarreal 1. This is a Europa League match, and looking at the markets, Rennes, the home team, are the favourites. Villarreal, the underdog. Now, what's interesting about this is that, looking at the XG, it's projecting a match result away win for the underdog. So, decent bit of value there. And what's interesting also is that, Villarreal did take the lead. It was a quick equaliser from Rennes. However, judging by the XG, really Rennes, their equaliser, I don't know, it was either a moment of magic or some crazy mistake or something like that. Okay, but they aren't really deserved of even having a goal. So either way, that opens up a potential opportunity for us. Okay, because look, we missed the opportunity to back Villarreal earlier because of the quick equaliser. Well, because they scored, but the quick equaliser has open up the door to get involved again, and it's a very nice price. Okay, if you can get any sort of price above evens in these sorts of situations, then it's very nice. Okay, so we're going to back Villarreal here at 3.55, very generous price, and let's see how it goes in the second half. They really should be winning this match, but let's see if they can make it happen on the pitch. We're in the 63rd minute, and we've had a goal, and it's gone exactly the way we were expecting. Villarreal have regained the lead, as you can see here. Okay, so let's lay it off and just show you the options. Remember, with XG, it's pointing us in that direction of that Villarreal win, so you could be tempted to just leave all the green on Villarreal. It's a big difference. Okay, £207 of profit just leaving it on Villarreal, but locking it in is 138. Okay, so it is a big difference. Now there's quite a long time left in this match, so you might just want to lock it in and move on. Okay, and just move on with your day, knowing that you've got that profit guaranteed. Okay, so as mentioned earlier on, I mean, it's not totally about the strategy, but it's a nice multiple to back Villarreal at the price we got them at. They were the slight underdog in this one, but we used a £100 stake. We've returned more than £100. Okay, so with this sort of trade, you just got to win more than you lose, and it's pretty simple in the long term. Okay, more than 50% strike rate will have you profitable, and based on the way the XG is throwing up these sorts of opportunities, it's very easy to get a strike rate higher. than 50% in these sorts of opportunities anyway. But anyway, that was very quick. 65 minutes on the clock, and we're done, and we're out. Okay, Rennes 1, Villarreal 2. So I hope you enjoyed checking that out. And as you can see, it's not just about backing favourites. You can find some pretty good opportunities backing underdogs, and those are going to be the best value prices. But anyway, look, in case you missed it, remember, if you're liking the look of using XG data alongside your football trading, we've got this free ebook to download. If you want a copy of it, click the link in the description, or you can head to xgfootballtrading.com, or if you're on a big screen, just scan that QR code and then you can fill out the form and we'll send it right to you. Okay, put in your very, very best email address. But we've got a lot of detail about how you can implement XG into your football trading and how you can go to the next level with it, how to get started with implementing XG into your football trading and instantly upgrade your skill set. Okay, so definitely grab a copy of this if any of what you've seen in the video today interests you. And if you did enjoy this video, then you're probably gonna like this video that is on the screen right now. So my advice is to click on that video, go grab another nice cold beer, and I will see you in the next video.